Hey guys, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at the newest game in the Chronicles of Crime Millennium series, and this game is called 1400. So Chronicles of Crime 1400 is a standalone game in the new Millennium series. There's going to be 1400, there's going to be 1900, there's going to be 2400. You see any patterns in there? I'll give you a hint. They're all 500 years apart. It wasn't a hint, that was the answer. But anyway, doesn't matter. This is from Lucky Duck Games. Plays 1 to 4 players, about 60 to 90 minutes, 12 and up, which I feel is about right because you got to be able to read and kind of understand what some stuff is saying, so you don't want to get too young on this. But what this is doing, it's taking Chronicles of Crime back in the past to the 1400s. You're going to have some monks and some scribes, some abbeys and some cemeteries, ooh, and you're going to be trying to solve some cases. This one, however, I don't know about the whole series, but this one adds a few new mechanisms. Base gameplay is the same, going to function similarly as the normal base game, but let me go down to the table and show you what some of the differences with this one are. Okay, so due to the nature of this game, I can't do my normal playthrough. So what I'm really going to do is I'm going to show you what comes in Chronicles of Crime 1400, and then I'm going to kind of tell you the differences in this one compared to the regular one. So first thing I want to show you that's different, well, let me show you right here. You're going to get a little dog buddy. So the dog's going to be able to go smell items, sniff out some stuff, go to drag and lead you to locations that may help you solve a case, and maybe get some bad vibes around some people to help, clue you in on some stuff. So that's the dog. He's always available. Next, we have these vision cards. These are different. So in this scenario that I just have a prototype. There are 4, and in the actual playthrough we did, there are 3 that are used. So there's one that's not even used, probably for another case. But what you're basically going to do is you're going to flip these over. They're going to give you like some picture clues kind of what happened to maybe guide you down the path. So in this case, you have a dream, and these are going to give you what your dream is. But I'm not going to show you because I don't want to spoil it. Then we're going to have another difference here. Let me take all this stuff off the board, and then I'll get back to this stuff. So another difference here, if you look at the board, the old game had these brown spaces for the evidence, and it had like 3 people that were in like the headquarters or something, and then it had the spaces down here for people that you didn't know where they were. In this one, there's a couple different ways you're going to store evidence. So evidence that you found, so say I found some food that's evidence, the game tells me it's evidence, will go in the brown. But say I found this book and someone mentioned it, but I haven't found it, it'll go in the blue. So we can still interact with it, but it's not going to give you the same kind of stuff as what's in the brown. So that's a new feature in this one, which is pretty cool. Then we have, like normal Chronicles of Crime, we have all these piles of evidence cards. There's 1 through 38, same as the base game. I mean, they're not the same cards, but the same premise as the base game there. One other difference that I enjoy about this one is one of the boards. So again, you have people, so just people with the QR code, same thing. So in this one, there's 2 through 25, but not all the numbers are there. One thing I like about this one that's a little different is this board right here. So in this game, you have a home board. These are your brothers and your sisters, or brother and maybe 2 brothers and a sister. So what you're going to do in the base game, so the base game, the regular game, every player who's playing is going to have one of either 4 or 5 roles. So there might be like a scientist, there might be a criminologist, whatever. And then if you want to interact with them, you have to go over to that player. You got to scan their location. You got to scan that person, then go talk. Here, you just go to your home. You can talk to all 3 of these people and interact with whatever you want all in one location. So you can just pass this card back and forth. You don't have to divvy it up across everybody. I think that's slick. And then, just like in the base game, different locations. This one takes place in France, clearly, because of the names. So I'm not even going to try to pronounce those. So there's that name. St. Denis, I can kind of say that one. That's not right. Yeah, not going to try to say that. Something with city in the title. Chateau de Louvre, I can kind of say that one. Yeah, another one I can't say. And then the Latin Quarter. I'm sure that's what that means, but that's not what that says. So yeah, that's what's in the game. It comes with this little nifty, I don't know if this is going to be in the final, but it shows you kind of the differences in the game. It's just 2 pages, front and back. And it plays, if you know the regular, if you have the regular one, you can use the rule book if you forget some of the rules. But basically, once you have everything out of the box, you're going to turn on the app. It's going to tell you what you're doing. So if you like the base game and you just want a little bit of variation, this has some of that for you. So that's enough showing you what's in it. Sorry I can't play through it because that would spoil it, but let's go up the top, see what we think about it. All right, so that was not a playthrough, I guess. That was what's different in Chronicles of Crime 1400. I couldn't do a playthrough, didn't want to spoil it. Sorry. If you want to see a spoiler, I'm sure there are some videos out there you can go check it out. And plus, because I shoot videos on my phone, I need my phone to do the playthrough, so I didn't want to do that. But most people know how to play Chronicles of Crime. They've seen it in action. I just wanted to highlight what's different in this and kind of what you could expect when you pick this game up. So I'm going to just talk about what I like about it. I'm not going to spoil it, but just let me tell you some things that I liked better with this one than I liked with the old one. So one of the things I like better is right here. The dog, the little doggy. So basically that just gives you, the dog is always with you. If you're walking around, the dog is just hanging out with you wherever you go. The dog can basically sniff on some items. It can lead you to other places. It's just going to be like a little helper to maybe help you solve the crime a little more efficiently. That's it. So it's kind of, it almost feels like you're getting hints, but you're doing it through the dog. That's cool. Another thing I liked that Katie wasn't too keen on because she felt like it was a bunch of red herrings were these vision cards. So basically at the beginning of this scenario, I'm not going to spoil it, you get some instructions to flip some of those vision cards, and it's going to tell you some stuff, show you some pictures. And those pictures are kind of going to guide you through the case, sort of. But again, like Katie was saying, some of them did feel like red herrings, but it still gave you a little bit of information so you could kind of see what was going on. And the final thing that I really liked is this. I like that everything was just all together and we didn't have to divvy up all those special roles. We could just say, hey, you want to scan this? So you send it over to them, they scan it, so on and so forth. Yeah, I like it. I actually like this a little better than the other one because I felt like it was shorter and maybe a little easier, but maybe that's just the case that I have for the review. I don't know, so don't take that to heart. I don't know. But I enjoyed this one more than the base. Maybe the theme. I'm a sucker for the old busted ancient theme. Not ancient, but you know, 1500s theme. I mean, I'm a Euro guy. Come on, I love that. Yeah, I like it. It's good. If you like Chronicles of Crime, this one's not going to disappoint you. I can tell you that. If you don't like Chronicles of Crime, maybe you'll like this, but I doubt it. But if you want more of Chronicles of Crime, you want more cases, check it out. So I am a big fan. I'm going to go ahead and give this a BGM accepted seal. I'm going to give this one a 3.75 out of 5. So 7.5 out of 10 on BGG. And I'll be hanging on to this. Well, maybe. I only have the one case, so I'm waiting on some more cases to get downloaded. But I'm going to keep all the cards and stuff, so I'm ready to go when it comes out. So yeah, that was Chronicles of Crime Millennium 1400. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.